The teams of the Insomniac Elite Series head to the Dover International Speedway in Delaware for round number 5 of the championship. This is considered by some to be the first short track race of the season. It's a bit subjective because the track is exactly 1 mile long, but some do count as a short track. Others count as an intermediate, but that is purely subjective. But anyway, Dover International Speedway, also often known as the Monster Mile. This track is a very difficult track to tame for cars and drivers. This is a tough track for drivers and cars alike, and we'll probably see it. We might see a lot of mechanical failures here today. I know we had a lot of issues in practice. There was a few incidents, some mechanical troubles, a lot of mechanical troubles in qualifying, as Ryder Smith once again ran into issues in his qualifying, and he's starting in the back again. So that's most certainly not what he was looking for. Someone who is looking for big things here today, though, is Chris Louvier, who comes into this race with a massive point lead of almost a full race. Louvier has not really been known for success in his career. He's only been moderately successful in his career, but he has really broken out so far this year, and he will be looking to continue that form here today. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's go on and get down to the track for the race. Cosmic Nova takes out the pole for this race, with Charles Sanford on his outside and Matt Duncan and Kyle Collins rounding row number 2. The pace car is going to come in, and 140 laps around the Monster Mile. It's going to be a wild one, and we're going to see what's in store for us here today, as the green flag is going to be waving in the air, and we're green. We're rocking in Delaware. Thundering down the turns 1 and 2, Kyle Collins was caught sleeping on the start, and he's already falling back. Nova and Sanford take the 1 and 2 positions, and it is going to be Reese Black diving down low for 3rd place. Great start for the Illinois native right there, and his teammate James Shelley not too far behind. He is looking to challenge Nick Pericles there, and he's gotten by. That's gonna be James Shelley up into the 5th position. And Nova still leading this race right now, but Charles Sanford going to be right on his tail here as we head on to lap number 3. This track not very easy to pass on. You can see it right here as Sanford's looking to try and find a way underneath, but he just can't get the job done. Coming up with turn number 2 once again. And, James Shelley giving Matt Duncan a bit of a tap there at 6. Getting very antsy, and there's a spin in the back. Gall Reilic's gone around into number 66, and Ryan Acosta appears to have gone around as well, and DJ Curtis also in the wall as a new livery on the 78s. Not really introduction he was looking for with that livery. A bit of a tough break there, but I don't see too much damage on that car, and this is a short track, so it might not mean as much. Well, here's a look at what happened here. Ryan Acosta, you can see he's racing free wide of Curtis. He slips up into Kyle Collins, and that contact bounces him down the track and right into DJ. Neither of those two guys really had much they could do there. And then you can see in the back, that orange and blue car, William Brock, gets into 66's quarter panel and turns him around. And the German will not be happy with that, as Gall Reitlich was not very courteous to the Blackstorm driver. Coming to take the restart, the gearbox is going to go on Alan Cavagnaro's number 20 Hamilton machine. Cavagnaro was making his first start of the year, but it's going to be cut short. Unfortunate failure there for the number 20. The Hamilton cars have been struggling with reliability so far this year. And Alan Cavagnaro's first start of the year, and his first start since the finale of Season 3, is going to end in smoke. And as we restart, Cosmic Nova, a big jump on the 24 of Sanford. It looks like he caught him sleeping there. And Sanford's going to fall prey to number 40 of Reese Black. Reese Black showing he's still got what it takes in his retirement year, and he's had a lot of strong runs so far this year. Not all of them have translated into strong results, but And what can you do? Sometimes things just don't go your way. And Reese Black, he shows that he at least has the pace. And, I mean, he's not the only victim of that. Another victim is a driver that I want to bring attention to right now because she's in the top 10 right now is Allie Nelson. Nelson's run very strongly several times this season, but she just hasn't had the luck to make things happen in the end. But here she is in the top 10 once again in this Audi car, and they may have a good opportunity for some points here today. It seems Audi is on some good form with Tristan Wilhoit taking home his first career IS victory last week in Willow Springs, and Nelson's going to look to try and continue the team's form out here in the Monster Mile. We have a new driver making their debut in the IS heat out here today. It is Canadian Paul Swanson driving the number 00 green Toyota for Ian Masterson Racing. Now Swanson he's attempted this race like many races in the past, like the Sony 400. He's attempted it several times, but has never managed to make the show. But he's going to be running a part-time schedule of Masterson this year, and he's finally getting to run with the big boys. And he's going to be looking to impress out here today. Oh, we've got a car sliding back there. That's Nico Poyakov. He's gone for a slide, and David Balzak just slammed into 48. The Polish driver making contact there with the Russian, and has to bring out the second caution of the day. Here's a look at what happened. Take a look at that red number 51 of Maxwell Chan. He gets a little overeager, and he's going to get in the quarter panel of the Cobalt Tools Chevrolet, and he's going to send him for a slide. And, I mean, good car control from Poyakov to keep it from spinning all the way around, but then Balzak, not paying attention, runs into the 48. Balzak making his second start of the year in that 74 car. But not really doing himself any favors with that collision. Both these two will continue on. I can see. I don't know if this will affect them or not, because after all, this is a shorter track. Damage might not be as big of a factor as in some other tracks. As Cosmic Nova gonna be leading us down for another restart here on lap number 16. You can see you've got both the Dodge Motorsports boys here in second and third. These guys have been really performing well lately. Jim Shelley's been struggling a bit in qualifying, but he has the race pace to make up for that. And he's gonna be looking to challenge that 27 out here, but not before. Oh, Nova and Reese Black coming down pit road. We are getting word that Nova has a problem with his car, and Reese Black, he also had an issue. Apparently he had an issue on his pit stop. A loose lug nut. They had to come back down and get that fixed, but not before the caution comes out for a few cars here. DeLeese, Swanson, Wilhoit, and Binky Louvier all go around, and that is oh boy, that is some terrible timing for the two-time world champion and the veteran in that 40 car. Oh boy, that is going to leave Matt Duncan in the lead of the race with Ray Krager in tow, and I think Nova might be a lap down. Here's a replay of what happened here. See David Balzak's running up there at Paul Swanson. Might have made a mistake here. Remember, he is making his debut. He gets into the 74 Maverick machine down into Wilhoit. Oh wait, no, Balzak goes down into the wall, and then Swanson, he loses control of the car, goes back up into Wilhoit. He hits the wall, and Wilhoit doesn't have much to do but to turn him. Just the way the cars are bouncing around, and Balzak almost gets hit again. Acosta barely misses it. Swanson goes into the wall. Argus Smith a near miss, and then Tamor DeLeese. Oh, I think he's on his own, and there's Binky. Oh, she could not miss that 00 and goes for a slide herself. But I think Tamor DeLeese spun on his own. The chassis of the Sum car is not the greatest, so I can't really blame him too much. If you want to sell a car, like that, even just a little bit, it's probably going to go for a slide. Team Thunder boys are to be running one tuneless restart, and as you can see down here, Cosmic Nova and Reese Black, unfortunately, are one lap down. They join David Balzak and Frank Malkov in the lap car club. And Matt Duncan's got a great restart here, and James Shelley's going to go down low on the free. He's going to try and move himself up the order here. But Team Thunder running 1-2 at the moment. They've not had the greatest start to the season. Well, I mean, they've been a bit on and off. They've had much better results at the start than they have in the past, but this team has been a bit hit or miss at the start of the year. They've been hit or miss at the start of the year, but they've been looking a lot better than they have in the past. And Matt Duncan running pretty well at the moment, along with Ray Krager. Meanwhile, Danny Everett's moved to the 5th place, and there's your point leader, Chris Louvier, up in the 6th. He's having a good showing at the moment. Ooh, Nick Pericles getting very antsy behind the 41, giving a bit of a contact. I think he may have given a bump in free. Pericles impatient to get up to the front, I see, and he's going to move up into 3rd place now. Krager, he's still looking for a way around that 6 car, but difficult track to pass, but I think he's found it. May almost gave him a shove there, may have done a little bit. Louvier getting a bit antsy behind the 56, but no pass can be made from the 17. A notable part-time driver making his first start of the year here today is Baron Praxis, driving for Boost Autosports. Praxis has run a few races in this series in the past with some pretty good results. Praxis' junior results have been a bit on and off. He's kind of an on and off good. He's a good driver with some hit or miss results. But he's turned to 28. That's probably another caution. But as I was saying, he's generally been known to thrive under pressure, which is why he's performed so well in elites and slim jims. But as you may have just noticed right there, he does have a reputation as a bit of a crasher, but he does have the pace. And he is running in the points right now, so that's some good driving from him for the most part. I mean, don't forget he did just turn a car around. I think somebody else may have just went around the back. May have just had a spin under the caution flag. I think this might be karma striking William Brock for dumping a 66 earlier. As Niko Polyakov, he's basically going to do the same thing that Brock did to Redlick here. And yeah, he just dumps to 22. Not really much I can say about that. Not really any damage. Just kind of spins around and keeps going. Well, look what we have here. Ryder Smith is now leading this race. Smith started the back because of a mechanical failure in his qualifying run. He's had a lot of those this year, but he stayed out under that last caution, and he's now at the front of the field. Now, tire wear is a big issue here at this track, but with that said, I think he might be banking on a caution. He may be banking on a quick caution here, and he is going to be trying to he'll be taking advantage of that if it comes out. Smith is a very strong driver, very fast, and these types of tracks are his specialty. These quicker ovals. Granted, this is a bit more of a short track, but still. Wow, we got oh no, a bunch of cars coming down pit road. That's 4 cars coming down pit road. Ray Krager, Matt Duncan, Chris Louvier, and Danny Everett, for assortment of reasons. And Nick Pericles down as well. Pericles, I don't really know what's up with the Thunder cars. There might be some mechanical issues going on there. Maybe some pit stop errors. Nick Pericles, well, I know Pericles, he may have run the pit wall, and I think something may have been knocked loose, and he's got that 41 team is going to have to go check on that. So tough break for those guys. That is very unfortunate. Here's Ryder Smith. He's got a now 2-second gap on Kyle Collins, who is closing in, but Smith got some lap cars in between, got some quick lap cars, and now some more in between himself and the 29. And Danny Everett, ooh, that would have been an unsafe merge. That could have been bad, but luckily these drivers were wary enough to move out of the way when he merged. Got a few drivers running very well at the moment. We have Chris Dodd running here in 13th for the Baby Tribe. He's gotten some points for his team earlier in the year, and he looks to be a bit promising. And both the Mastersons are up here as well, both the full-time Mastersons anyway. Good showing from these guys. Lewis Duran's had a very unlucky year. Dick Cook has been a bit more fortunate. A bit, I say. Don't forget he crashed out in like the second, third corner of the first race of the year. He crashed on the first lap, but we got Barrett Praxis. He's running up here in the top 15. Good stuff from him, and Jason Perkle making it 2 Baby Tribe cars in the points at the moment. And Jeffrey Finguy also running 18th in that very slippery number 92 car. And Barrett Praxis once again getting very aggressive, trying to get around some cars here. He is working his way up the order. Might not be making a lot of friends though. Caution is going to come out back again on lap number 42 as Aiden Shepard dumps the Buick of Jason Evans, who's making his first part-time run of the year. He'll be making three of his 4 starts will be made consecutively, as he will be racing his home race in Texas next week, along with the doubleheader in Buffalo after that. But this is not what he needed for his first race in that car. We just got word that Gall Relic's got issues in the 66. Oh, that's a lot of black smoke. Well, that is going to be the end of the day for the German. That black storm is very crudely made, and it's fallen apart on him yet again. And that is unfortunate there for the German. Tough break for him. I really do feel bad for the guy. He does have some genuine talent, and he's just kind of stuck in that trash box of his. Really hoping he can find a better ride soon, because that thing does not work for him. Kyle Collins finds himself in the lead here on the restart for lap number 46 and on the lap number 47. Kyle Collins has been pretty strong so far this year, I gotta say. His first season of Manson last year was a bit of a disappointment, but it seems he might be starting to get comfortable with that team, as he's had a lot better pace this year. And also Lewis Duran is in 3rd place. He stayed out under that last caution. So did Collins and Seth Cole, who is in 2nd place. And here's Ryder Smith. He's working around some lap cars. And you see Cosmic Nova is still quick, which Cosmic Nova and Reese Black are still quick, which really just makes it burn even more that they're a lap down. A lot of people have had problems on the restarts, and it's very, very unfortunate. A lot of stealth mechanical issues striking cars here. A lot of phantom mechanical issues striking cars out here today. Dylan Young has broken into the top 10 here in that Young Motorsports car. This has been a pretty underperforming car, so it's nice to see Young be able to push this thing into the top 10. Really a lot. I don't really know what's up with Young Motorsports. They've been struggling a good bit over the past few years. That team was very strong in Season 2, but things have kind of gone downhill since then. It's been unfortunate because Dylan Young is one of the pioneers of the IES. He's been around since the beginning, but hopefully he'll still be able to get some good runs. Maybe we'll get a good finish here in that number 2 machine. It's been an okay start to the year for Dylan Young. I'd say it's been better than the last season, but he's had his fair share of struggles in the Miller Lite Ford. Collins continues to lead. Charles Sanford is in 2nd now. He is close in on the 29. The California native having some pretty good pace here. Got a bit squirrely off that corner, but he's still got the pace, and they all just went past Frank Malkov in the 68. Malkov's been driving a bit. Ooh, wow, they kind of veered down almost into 14. Malkov's driving has been less than stellar. Oh, we got a problem. Aiden Shepard. We're getting word that Shepard lost a motor on the number 12. Which kind of highlights the struggles Young Motorsports have had. Don't really need a replay for that. You've seen it there. Mechanical issue for Yaltel Ford, and that's going to bring out, and we'll be back under caution yet again here today. We've once again got a lead change under the caution flag. Charles Sanford stayed out, and he is now at the top of the order. And he'll be leading us back down to the green here to take lap number 63. We are approaching halfway point of this race, and we have not done a whole lot of racing. There's been a lot of issues here so far in this. A lot of issues been had here so far in this race, whether they be mechanical issues or driver errors, bringing out some caution flags. Sanford not a great restart here. Charles Sanford has not won yet this season. He's been a bit. He's had some poor luck. He's looked very strong in the pace department, but he's had a lot of poor luck so far this year. This is the same man that finished runner-up in the championship 1 year ago, and he scored his first win on an oval in Talladega. That was his third career win. He's looking for win number 4 here today, and that car is looking pretty good. He is getting stalked by Dylan Young, a multi-time winner in this series. And a lot of Allie Nelson, who's up to 6th place, and look at Jock Day Cook. I just noticed Day Cook was tracked his 4th place not too long ago, and he is now, let's see here, I think he is now, and he's still in the top 10 in 6th place. And DJ Curtis running in 5th. So some small teams doing very well right now, along with Zachary Fitzwater in the BMW. That may have to do with staying out, but still, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Those guys running very well at the moment. And Aiden Shepard, well, as I may have been wrong there. He had an engine issue, but it looks like that team got it back out there. Shepard is not out of the race, although he is 3 laps down. And as soon as I cut away, we had a problem. Seth Cole, he dumped the 59. The Aussie Fitzwater went around and somehow was not hit by anybody. Oh, wow. The Aussie, very lucky. Oh, but there's another crash. Oh, and a few people plowed into that one. Lewis Duran went around. Alex Perkle, Jason Evans. Oh, Malkov and Binky. Felix Fedor and Ryan Acosta all involved here in a much bigger crash here on lap number 68. Or 67 for a few of these guys. We got a much bigger crash here. And Malcolm, what are you doing? That was a bit of a weird move from him. But we are back under caution for a much bigger crash, and we're going to get that cleaned up. And while we do that, we're going to take a look at a replay. Well, here's what happened. When that first wreck happened, Felix Fedor and Lewis Stern kind of a bit of a panic reaction. You'll see here, they take a very weird line into turn 3, and Fedor slides up into Ryan Acosta. I don't believe she made contact with the 55, but they made contact. Then Duran ends up not paying attention. He gets into the 08 of Jason Perkle, and Fedor goes back down the track, and Alex Perkle nowhere to go. Neither Jason Evans doesn't have anywhere to go either, and Volzak misses the wreck there. Binky not so lucky in the smoke. You see she gets into the 15, and Frank Malkoff tries to get out, but he ends up running into his teammate here, and that is most of the carnage happened there. It was like Binky got stuck on the apron there. That banking is very messy. And we got a few cars out of the race after that one. Tough break for a lot of guys there. A lot of those guys had some very good cars, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. The cycle of new leaders continues. It is now Ryder Smith back in the lead, and Collins in 2nd, Nico Polyakov in 3rd, and William Brock in 4th, and Sean Angel in 5th place. We got a few drivers out of the race, I do believe. I think Malkov may have parked his car. Fedor is out. Alex Perkle retired. Danny Everett had an issue. I'm not sure if he's out of the race or not. Jason Evans, I think, may have also parked it. I'm not too sure about that one. But we will be back. We'll be back to green here. Quick run through the field, and Jason Evans did in fact park that Buick, so tough break there for the Texan. And Dylan Balzac, I just noticed, is way off the pace in that 74. Speaking Speaking of parking, that 74 should park it because that car is way off the base, and he almost went down into the 40. Ooh, wow. Oh, boy. The Polish driver needs to pay a lot more attention there. That could have been a big, big crash. But, Ryder Smith back up into the lead, and Sean Angel gets to the 48. Nico Polyakov's probably had a few too many collisions for his liking here. Probably made contact with a few too many cars for his liking. And Cosmic Nova back down pit road with another mechanical issue for the 27. Man, this day just keeps getting worse for the Louisianan. The two-time world champion has not had the ideal start to the season. I wouldn't count him out this year yet, though. He actually started out season 3 on a very poor note, but he ended up being a very real contender come the Insomniac Championship night. You just gotta wait for those road courses. Those road courses are where Nova begins to shine. And so I would not discount that Target Dodge, or the number 27 Target Dodge Charger. I would not count it out anytime soon. Meanwhile, Ryder Smith is continuing to pull that gap, but I hear smoke in the back. Somebody's gone around. It's Tristan Wilhoit, and I think Seth Cole might have gone around as well. And we are back under caution. Oh, DJ Curtis have a problem. A lot of problems. Oh, Polyakov's smoking, and Seth Cole ran to a car, and wow, a few things gone wrong there. Krager's upside down. Wow, wow, some people not really paying attention, and that's quite an unnecessary mess. Well, here's a replay. Nico Polyakov, he goes up into 22 and he gets loose. He bounces down into his teammate, Seth Cole, and they both go around. Oh, that's gonna be a bit of an awkward team meeting in the S3 office. Then Reese Black can't avoid the 25. Here can Jock Dick Cook. Dick Cook almost gets a bit airborne, and Curtis plows in the back of Danny Everett. Maxwell Chan, a little bit of contact, but he seems generally okay. Tristan Wilhoit lost the car here, and he goes sliding. Then Polyakov, we're gonna watch him here as the replay continues to go. He's going to run in the back of the 11, and yeah, he wasn't paying a whole lot of attention there. That will be the end of the day for the Russian. He's had some issues lately. That's probably not what he needed. I want to keep the replay rolling here because there was another incident. Here it is, Seth Cole not paying attention, gets into the 11 of Faber, so... Oh, whoa, we're gonna need to back up here. Okay, so Danny Everett, it looks like he made contact with the 17 of Krager, and that may have been what sent him over. And Everett, oh, he was really not paying, a lot of people not paying attention here. He gets to the 17, and Maxwell Chan, nowhere to go, and that's gonna send the 17 on his side, and then the natural banking there just kind of causes an issue, and he just tips over and goes for a tumble. That's not what Krager wanted. Most certainly not. I don't know. That might be the end of the race for him, but he did. I don't know yet. He did drive away from that, but very unnecessary incident under caution. Well, we're past the halfway point now. We're going to be on lap 81 when we come to take the green flag again. There's Charles Sanford in the lead there. Got Allie Nelson back there in the Audi, and Dylan Young is in second place. Jock Dick Cook is fifth, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere because that car not looking as healthy as it did a few laps ago. Oh, but here comes Allie Nelson with the move down low, and she is going to take the second position. Allie Nelson once again punching above her weight in that Audi. Really, this Audi team has some incredible drivers on board of that operation. I really think Audi really could have not made a better. They really could have not picked a better team to work with here than the old Wilhoit development squad, because there are some very dedicated and some very talented and dedicated people there. Like the Wilhoit development bunch was a very small group there. They didn't really have the funding of a lot of the big teams. But Allie Nelson and Tristan Wilhoit continuously punch above their weight. I mean, it's probably evidenced by the fact that Allie Nelson, despite only ever driving for Wilhoit, has 3 wins to her name. And she is an expert in pushing underperforming cars. Although really, this Audi's not underperforming in the slightest. It's just as good as the McLaren was last year, if not better. But yeah, hopefully, Tristan Wilhoit and this bunch have found a long-term manufacturer there. They've had some issues with that over the past few years. But I would say it. I think Audi Team Jost will be around in that state for quite some time because that bunch is very successful, and that is a very nice looking black arrow there. and Nelson looking to carry that team in the future. She's had some poor results this season. She's got some incredible pace, but yeah, she's got some catching up to do with Wilhoit, because Wilhoit did take out, as I mentioned earlier in the program, Wilhoit did take home his first career win last week in Willow Springs in a very, very messy race. And Nelson, well, yeah, she's got some catching up to do. She's gonna look to try and get a win herself. Oh, Cosmic Nova, he's shoved the 24 out of the way, and that is gonna be James Shelley taking the lead. He took that opportunity, and he is going to be leading the pack now. The Virginia native, very strong drive so far here today. He could have timed that better, and neither could Nova with that pass, because the caution has come back out. Yes, another caution, and oh my dearie me, it's a big pile up there. Lots of cars involved. Biggest crash of the day, and wow, we got a big mess here. We got Zachary Fitzwater, William Brock, Reese Black. You look through, looks like Lewis Duran may have an issue. Chris Dodge most certainly gonna be out of the race. Another issue, Cosmic Nova and Chris Argus-Smith parked on the apron there. Ryan Acosta's got a problem. Timur DeLise, that car has gone up in smoke, and that thing looks pretty banged up, so I think he'll be out of this race. We've got an absolute calamity here, and we're most certainly going to need to take a look at a replay. So here's a look at what happened. We are centered on the Rabotech machine of Chris Argus-Smith, and you see Connor Atwood got a bit over-enthusiastic trying to make a move, went for a gap that wasn't there, and around goes a 76 up into Ray Krager, who was just an innocent bystander. And then he's going to go back down the track. Matt Duncan misses him, thankfully, but Jeffrey Finguy, not so lucky, slams into him. Chris Louvier is involved, and then in come the waterworks as Chris Dodd plows in, sends it to 92 for a roll. You got Brock, Perkle, Duran. Krager gets hit again, but I think that was Acosta. Fitzwater goes for in the air from Reese Black, and that results in DeLise running into the 76. And Paul Swanson plowed in the back of the 12. Big mess of a lot of cars out of this race. And Jason Perkle ends up running into 76 again. Oh boy, that is a big mess. Very unfortunate incident here. Well, here's what he did. He just kind of lost the car on his own, and Cosmic Nova did the same. Really sure what's going on there. That was a silly mistake to make there from Argus-Smith, and a very much so for Cosmic Nova. It's a very out of character moment for the world champion, and yeah, this is probably a day that both of those two will want to forget. Now that mess has been cleaned up, we will be heading back to take the green flag once more. Timur DeLise is out of the race along with Jeffrey Finguy, Chris Dodd, William Brock, Zachary Fitzwater, Paul Swanson, Reese Black, I believe, is out as well, along with Ray Krager and Aiden Shepard. Prior, I forgot to mention DJ Curtis and Nico Polyakov had retired in that other crash, along with David Balzac. But yeah, those guys are out of the race as well. But Collins leading the way right now with Ryder Smith in tow. And it's going to be Sean Angel in the third position with James Shelley now in fourth. Allie Nelson still holding on the fifth. We've got Dylan Young up here and Charles Sanford and Maxwell Chan and Baron Praxis in the Boost Autosport car up in the 9th place. Very impressive stuff from that man. For someone of such a crasher reputation, he's kept that car very clean. There's no scratches on the Twisted T Ford. And like I said, this guy has a reputation for thriving under pressure, and he is doing it once again. But oh no, we got a car around. It's Matt Duncan, and Matt Duncan, he ain't gonna be happy with that. I mean, he's got a much calmer personality than William Duncan. Matt Duncan is the nephew of William Duncan. But yeah, Matt's got a much calmer personality than his elder, but he's probably not going to be happy about getting dumped like that. Going to pull out a quick replay here. It was Sean Angel who got into the 6 and turned him around. Typical racing incident that we've seen in this a lot of in this race, and pretty unfortunate deal. But Matt Duncan was a lap down. It was a lap down, but unfortunate nonetheless. Collins still going to be leading the way here. It's really coming on to lap 100. We are getting pretty deep into this race now. Lap 99 actually. Kyle now there it is. Bit of a late updater for the leaderboard. Tech guys need to get that checked. Hey, TV crew, could you make an update a bit quicker? You need to check the coding. Anyway, Kyle Collins is gonna be still leading the way of Smith right in tow, and Nichols are a lap down, but James Shelley continuing his very strong performance in that 41. We still got Baron Praxis up here as well. And Faber, he's in the top 10 of that torn up number 11, so good for him. As we look to see where we got Jason Perkle. Wow, Jason Perkle, he survived the madness he's got no hood on that car, but he survived the madness, and here he is running in the 14th position. One of the many Louisianans in the field. The older brother of Alex Perkle, who runs the Baby Tribe 5000. Jason's proven to be has been more successful than his brother in this series, and he just had a very solid drive in Willow Springs to get his first points of the year, and it looks like he's got a good opportunity to follow up on that here in Dover. So here's another guy we want to look at, Chris Argus-Smith. He's looking at his first opportunity points. Oh no! We got a car around, and that is Ryder Smith! Ryder Smith has gone around. He's been one of the top guys in this race, and he's gone for a spin. Oh no! That is unfortunate. We really have to take a look at what happened. But I was gonna say, Chris Argus-Smith, despite his involvement in that big mess on lap 88, he is here. He's surviving the madness for the most part. He's keeping that very broken number 76 together long enough. And he's had a very unlucky season so far, but it looks like out here today in one of the most wreck-filled races of the season, the Irishman may have an opportunity at his first career points in the IS. Well, our cookie-cutter incident here. Sanford overeager underneath the 18 and spins him around. In the background, looks like Cosmic Nova dumped the 25. That is Nova. Nova's been driving this has been a very out-of-character, messy drive for Cosmic Nova, and I'm guessing he is not really enjoying this track. He might just not be focused anymore after those issues that he had after all the mechanical issues he's had in that car, he may just be getting angry and just not really focusing the same way. But yeah, this is gonna be a day to forget for the Louisiana. Wow, look at this! Allie Nelson gonna be leading the field down to the green. Kyle Collins sent his 29 down pit road for a scheduled stop. But the green flag is out, and Allie Nelson leading the way, and Charles Sanford a great jump, and he's already looking underneath the 41 of James Shelley, and the DuPont machine is going to be in P2, and he might be one to watch out for here. That 24 has been strong, very strong here on this track, and he is going to be looking underneath the PlayStation Audi there of Nelson, and will be coming to take 30 laps to go in this race, and Sanford makes the move. He's got the much better car out here today, and Charles Sanford, just like that, is now going to be leading this race. James Shelley in tow, and there in second. Sean Angel now going to be moving into third place, and Nelson slipping down the order a little bit. And Baron Praxis is going to move into fifth place for the time being. Again, Praxis is just performed so far above expectations in the IS and in the Slim Jim series. This is a man that really needs to make the upgrade, because, I mean, while his G results are a bit hit or miss, he's proven that he can adapt to the atmosphere of these series well. And I mentioned it again. I mentioned this several times, but I know I have. But Praxis, he adapts Praxis thrives under pressure. He's one of those guys that would probably work out very well in a garage, and in the garage of one of these higher ranks. And I have heard Boost Autosport is thinking about giving him a ride in a higher series, but they aren't really able to make anything work at the moment. So fingers crossed that Baron Praxis will be able to get a nice ride in the future. And also fingers crossed that this car doesn't blow up and he can actually hold on to this good result. Because we've had a lot of those issues today. James Shelley has been following the 24 for quite some time now, and ooh, wow, he's getting a bit loose. He made a look at the 24. James Shelley is trying to get past the 24, but the tire wear is beginning to kick in, and James Shelley, he is struggling to make a move. Charles Sanford is just that strong in the 24. But again, this is also proven to be a very difficult track to pass on, and tire wear is making that even harder. But I would not count out James Shelley. He is someone that is definitely known to pull out clutch moments. He won 2 races in this car last year. And he really has been thriving at this Dodge Motorsports team. Although this year has not been off to the greatest of starts, he has been showing that he does still have the pace, and it's just been bad luck keeping the Haribo machine off the podium. Could today be his day? We'll have to find out. But we might want to make a move soon, as we are approaching. We're getting close to about 15 laps to go, and he is running out of time. James Shelley going to make another crack at the lead here. He's looking. Oh, I hope he's out of the room to make the move there. And, oh no, they touch. Shelley is getting impatient. He is moving around underneath that bumper, and I think he's getting ready to try and bump the 24 out of the way. And they've come up to a back marker there, Louis Duran, who is once again had a busted stellar day. But Shelley, he got very out of shape on entry there, and he ended up getting held up by the Caterpillar Toyota. And now he's got a lot of ground to make up. He lost a lot there. Oh, but look at this! Look at this! His teammate has blown up! What a turn of events! James Shelley makes a mistake, loses ground on the 24, and at that moment, his teammate, Ryan Acosta, seems to have dropped the motor, and that's going to bring the caution out with coming to 10 laps to go. Now, we'll be restart at 8 laps to go. We'll cross the line. There'll be 7 left. It is going to be Charles Sanford leading the way here with James Shelley in second, Sean Angelo third, Kyle Collins fourth, Baron Praxis in fifth, Allie Nelson in sixth, Dylan Young seventh, Tyler Faber eighth, Tristan Woodwhite ninth, and Ryder Smith rounding out the top 10. But we are becoming back down to the stripe. That flagman is getting impatient. He's probably twitching with excitement to wave that flag. Either that or he wants this race to be over, considering the amount of times he's had to wave that yellow flag. But here we go. And James Shelley with a brilliant restart. Oh, he can't quite make the move though. He's still looking. You can see he's peeking underneath the bumper, the back bumper of that 24, but he still cannot make the move. He is, man, the Virginian trying everything in his power to pull off this victory, to try and snatch it away from Sanford. But Sanford is not keen on giving it away. He wants his 4th career win. This would be his first win of the year, and he needs it because Charles Sanford, he's been very inconsistent. He's been plagued by bad luck so far this year. He's proven he has the pace to win races, but he's been plagued by bad luck. And as a result of inconsistency and really him being marred down a bit in the points, as Kyle Collins makes the move for third, and he is going to try and chase these guys down. So could Kyle Collins be a factor in this race? There's James Shelley looking down low again, but he still cannot make the move stick. And we're going to be going through 3 and 4 once again. Tyler Faber in the pit lane with an issue there, but we're going to be crossing the stripe. There's going to be 4 laps to go now, and Kyle Collins still trying to get up there, but Nick Pericles, the cheeky move there. He's past his teammate. He is not playing the team game there. Because Pericles is a lap down, 2 laps down actually. Kyle Collins probably pretty mad over the radio, and Pericles is catching up rapidly. James Shelley's still right there, but Pericles looks down low. He's had a huge burst of speed, that Pennzoil machine. But we're becoming a 2 laps to go off of this corner. And across the stripe, here we go, 2 to go, and Nick Pericles makes the move. I wonder if that actually was a team play, because Pericles was fast. Perhaps Collins knew Pericles is faster. Perhaps Manson knew Pericles is faster. He wanted to dislodge the other cars, and now Kyle Collins passes Shelley, that's closing in on the 24 as the white flag waves in the air. Pericles now trying to make a move on the 24, in order to try and help his teammate win the race. But can he do it? He's only got 1 corner left. Oh, I saw Collins, he lost the back end there. But it looks like Pericles won't be able to make it stick. Manson could not stop the 24, and off the final corner, very strong drive from Charles Sanford. He crosses the stripe, and he will take his first win of Season 4 and his 4th career win in the Insomniac Elite Series. Nicely done by the California native and S3 Motorsports.